Hi, my name is Jeffrey Skelton. Welcome to my website. I'm with Making Changes Hypnosis, and I'm a consulting hypnotherapist. Before you have a chance to leave this website, if you would, take the time to scroll down a little bit further and have a look at some of the experiences that my clients have shared with me. It's in the testimonials section. And if you would like to know a little more about my practice background or my educational background, push the About tab and you'll learn a little bit more about me there. People often ask me what hypnosis is all about, what it feels like, what is it like to experience being in hypnosis. And typically what I would tell them is that they probably have been hypnotized several times throughout their lives, only they just don't think of it as being like that. I define hypnosis with four simple words: deeply relaxed, focused concentration. And that is exactly what it feels like to be in hypnosis. Most people can relate to that because they've experienced maybe being on the couch or in bed in front of a TV set and they're falling asleep and they can hear the sounds of the TV but not quite, it's fading away. That feeling of kind of not being awake and not being fully asleep, scientists call that being in a state of trance. And that's exactly what's going on, a light state of hypnosis. Now, you could probably also relate to being in a movie theater and being really focused, or rather focusing your concentration on the movie itself, so much so that all the sounds disappear in the background. But if you were to close your eyes and listen closely, you probably would hear the rustling of popcorn boxes or slurping of straws or candy wrappers. And why didn't you notice that before? Because you were in a state of trance or a light state of hypnosis. When I tell people what I do, it's interesting. They'll oftentimes say something funny like, "You're not going to make me cluck like a chicken, are you?" And to play along, I'll say something funny back like, "Well, that was last month. This month I make you bark like a dog." You know, that's somewhat funny, but it does bring up a good point, and that is misconceptions that people have about hypnosis. People often have this worry that if they go in for hypnosis, their mind is going to be under mind control of the hypnotist, or their inner secrets are going to be revealed, or they'll be made to do things they don't want to do, like they've seen on stage or on TV. I want you to know that a stage hypnotist and stage hypnotism is very different than an office setting with a hypnotherapist. In fact, as your hypnotherapist, I cannot make you say or do anything that you don't want to do. I think what really surprises people the most is the fact that they are completely aware of what's going on throughout the entire session, and they're also completely in control of what they choose to share and choose to say. Sometimes people ask me, well, isn't it against the Bible or against your faith? And my answer is, my faith is very important to me, and I would never do anything against my faith. But if that is a concern or a question of yours, then I would recommend that you take advantage of my 20-minute phone consultation. It's free, and we can discuss any questions or concerns you have over that matter. And finally, people say things like, well, can you get stuck in hypnosis and not come out of it? I want you to know that throughout the history of hypnosis, that's never ever happened. In fact, if you were my client and I was your hypnotherapist and I did not emerge you out of hypnosis, you would automatically emerge yourself on your own. And one last thing. Hypnosis is scientifically validated. That's a question I get sometimes. In fact, the American Medical Association has endorsed hypnotherapy and hypnosis for the last 50 years. Same thing with the British Medical Association. In fact, the Pope of the Catholic Church has endorsed the use of hypnosis by priests and laymen alike in the Catholic Church. Maybe you've heard of Harvard Medical School or Stanford University Medical School, or maybe you've heard of Chicago Med, one of the most prestigious medical institutions in the world, as well as maybe the Mayo Clinic. All of these institutions use hypnosis to help their patients. So I guess what I want you to get out of that is that not only is hypnosis widely used in the medical field, but it's considered safe and natural. So listen, have a look around the website, and if you choose, I recommend that you take advantage of my free 20-minute phone consultation. If you would like to know of any upcoming workshops or classes which people tell me are immensely helpful and popular, then I would recommend that you sign up for that, and we'll let you know when the next one comes up and what it's about and where it's at. Also, if you're interested in receiving my blog, then, which people tell me, I get a lot of good feedback on that, I recommend that you push that button as well. And finally, I have a report that you can have instant access to on this website. It's called the 6 Giant Mistakes That Smokers and Dieters Make. So don't miss that either, that as well. So I'm glad that you were able to listen to me. I'm glad we spent time together. I hope to have a chance to see you in the future. And again, call me if you have any questions or concerns. Jeffrey Skelton with Making Changes Hypnosis. Thank you.